Okay, good morning everybody. Day 4 of Libre Normandy, and today we're starting with a tour of a distillery. There's something called, I can't remember what it's called, I'll remember at the end. And basically it's a little French drink. I believe it's like an apple brandy, I believe it is. So I'm going to be corrected because there's an English tour that I'm going to get on. So I've got 10 minutes to get inside. So I will see you afterwards and enjoy the tour of the distillery.
Welcome. We're going to take you on a journey into an ancient and noble land to discover a hidden treasure. But first, let's take a moment to reflect on why you are all here. Are you looking for the secret of the water of life? Or have you heard of a spirit so unique it is made from only one fruit, and yet it carries an abundance of aromas? Imagine if you could paint their every note. How many years does it take to nurture this spirit? What craft, what magical transformation is at work? It's time to find out, to reveal this liquid gold, this taste of luxury. Please step forward into the story of Calvados.
We've just stepped into something special here in Normandy, the Pierre Magloire Distillery, where they've been crafting Calvados for generations. And if you're wondering what Calvados is, well, let me just say, French apple brandy hits differently. Now I could tell you everything we've discovered on this tour, the secrets behind the distillation process, the aging techniques that make this stuff so smooth, the stories behind these ancient copper stills, but where's the fun in that? What I will say is this, walking through these cellars surrounded by thousands of oak barrels, each one quietly working its magic, it's an experience you've got to see for yourself. The aromas alone are worth the trip. The virtual guided tour shared some fascinating insights about how Normandy's apple orchards and climate create the perfect conditions for Calvados. And the tasting at the end, let's just say, we understand why the French have been perfecting this craft for centuries. If you're planning a road trip through Normandy, trust me, add this to your itinerary. Some experiences are meant to be lived, not just watched, and this is definitely one of those. Pierre Magloire Distillery, where tradition meets taste and every bottle tells a story. Worth a detour? Absolutely. Okay, so that was the distillery tour. Got to sample some of the alcohol. I'm not much of an alcohol drinker, but they were good. Although the prices, wow. Yeah, and the one I liked, €250 a bottle. I'm way too tight to pay that for a good brandy, but yeah, that's going to be me sloshed all day long. It's only 11:30, and yeah, I'm going to be useless, no doubt. Apparently, all they gave me was just less than half a pint of alcohol, so half a pint of beer. So shouldn't be over any limits, thankfully. Normally, when I drink like that, it's, you know, any sort of daytime drinking, I feel slosh pretty quickly. But those were, I didn't have much, but those were very, very smooth. Yeah, there was a nice Japanese oak one that was really nice. Just me to pick the expensive one, you know. There we go. Rightio, we're off to a couple of little villages to go and see some little villages. Apparently, one we're going to is voted the best looking village in France, the whole of France. So let's go and see what it's about. So sit tight, let's go have a look. Ciao. We'll say one thing: the rain here is weird. Like, it'll be fine, and then biblical, and then fine. Yeah, it's we're in biblical stages at the minute. Literally got out to the car for like a couple of minutes and I'm drenched. So should have brought a jacket. Anyway, let's go to that village. Stay tuned. Me and little House Booler are doing quite well. Still not far out yet. So this is supposed to be the most beautiful village in France. So that's a tough call, isn't it, when you think about how many beautiful buildings there are already in France that we've seen. So let's have a little wander around. At least the sun's come out, got rid of that biblical rain. So let's have a look around. This is Bouvon-en-Auge, officially one of the most beautiful villages in France. And honestly, it's not hard to see why. Tucked away in the heart of Normandy, this place feels like you've driven straight into a postcard. Half-timbered houses, cobblestone streets, and that quintessential French village charm you just don't find everywhere. What makes Bouvon special isn't just how it looks, it's how it feels. Wandering these streets, stepping into a local cafe, watching village life unfold around you. This is the Normandy you dream about when you're planning a road trip. The thing about villages like this is they remind you why we do what we do. It's not just about the drive, it's about discovering along the way. The places that make you slow down, take a breath, and just soak it all in. If you're routing through Normandy, don't just stick to the main roads. Places like Bouvon-en-Auge are where real magic happens. Trust me, it's worth the detour. Bouvon-en-Auge, A village that proves sometimes the best destinations are the ones you don't know you were looking for. Okay everybody, so that was a nice little picturesque village. Next up, another little village called Cambrimere. So let's head that way. Hopefully it's going to be as picturesque. So let's go and check it out. Stay safe. So, just chilling here. I know your friend. His name's Dave, apparently. Been here a while. Anyway, I am at this another little village. Again, little picturesque little village. You don't know what's happened to Dave's mate. Yeah. He's legless. Okay, I'll stop with the jokes. So yeah, another little village, quiet one. Monday, it's dead as a doornail here. Yeah, gonna have a little walk around. Not really much to see, but yeah. Yeah. I thought there'd be some cafes open, but nothing like that happening. So let's take some pictures and move on. Fleur. If Normandy had a postcard, this would be on the front. This historic harbour town has been inspiring artists for centuries, and the moment you see it, you understand why. Colourful buildings lining the old port, boats bobbing in the water, narrow cobbled streets leading off in every direction. It's got that timeless French coastal charm in spades. Walking around the Vieux Bassin, that's the old harbour, you're surrounded by history. This place has been a working port since the 11th century. Explorers set sail from here to discover new worlds. Artists like Monet came here to capture the light, and today it's still got that magic. What I love about the harbour is how it manages to be both picturesque, perfect, and completely real at the same time. Yeah, it's stunning, but it's not a museum. People live here, work here, the restaurants are packed with locals, the harbour's still active, it's authentic. And from a driving perspective, Honfleur is perfectly positioned. You're right on the coast, you've got incredible roads leading in and out, and it makes the perfect base for a stopover for exploring Normandy. Park up, grab some fresh seafood, and just soak in the atmosphere. Best selling car in France. Don't think it was this year, maybe a couple of years ago. Anyone know what it is? Comments in the comment box. Ready? 3, 2, 1. The Citroen. How cool is this little thing? It's like a go-kart. How weird is this? Look, the temporary traffic lights count down until they're going to change again. Yeah, we need that in England. Don't know why we need it in England, but it's cool. Okay, that is day 4 of Libre Normandy completed. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button, hit subscribe. 98% of people that watch our videos aren't subscribed. Doesn't cost anything. So hit it, and then you'll find out when the next Libre Normandy video is out. So yeah, there is a series of these. So there's going to be 9 videos. So we're on number 4. 5 more left till we get to the end. And there's lots more cool stuff to come. So stay tuned. Until next time. Ciao.
So this is how we end up. Shades of blue and gray. I feel just like an empty bottle.